Disclaimer: this podcast is intended for mature audiences only. The views and opinions you're about to hear may be offensive, provoking, or disagreeable. Content you're about to hear and see also contain profanity and insulting content that should not be taken personal. If you are under the age of 18 or easily offended, please stop listening now. Thank you.
Hey, Carla, are you still sick?
Yeah, dude, I went to the doctor.
What did the doctor tell you?
Said I need to stop drinking.
And what did you tell him?
Nah, it's No Lube Wednesday.
Thank you for joining us. You are now listening to the No Lube podcast. Get ready to dive into the minds of Christian and Carla as they tackle and discuss all the censored issues and conversations that we as people are afraid to talk about. You will hear judgments based on principle, opinions that will shed new light on topics, and thoughts we all have but never say out loud, where real topics meet real people. Get ready for strictly raw and uncut content. And now, your No Lube host, Christian and Carla.
Hello and welcome back to the No Lube podcast, where dreams that become reality are just a mere coincidence. My name is Christian, and with me, always your co-host, Carla.
Hey guys, what's up?
So today's going to be our 10th episode. I'm glad we made it this far. Thank you for the support and everything. Today we're going to change things up a bit. We're going to be talking about all the shit and all the posts that we see on Instagram. Because, you know, some of that stuff's actually pretty interesting and it makes you think about what's going on the road. So we're going to start out with people getting scammed online. Carla, do you have anything that's happened to you or any situation where you've been getting scammed or you've gotten scammed?
Well, first of all, Christian, let me start off by saying thanks to all the listeners and whatnot. Second of all, I'm still sick, in case you didn't get that memo. I'm still sick, so, but still drinking some alcohol, so, there you go.
The cure to everything.
The cure to everything. Third of all, we were talking, before I get into the whole scamming thing, talking with the co-host Christian, and, we were talking about this podcast and how every week I have something to bring up, and it's like, all this shit happens to me. Like, I wish I was making this up. But this is my life. If you know me on a personal level, the shit I get into, shit that happens to me, I'm not even fucking surprised anymore. It just happens. But in any case, brings us to our first topic about getting scammed, which, you know, I didn't even know these things still fucking happen. But Christian, guess what I got in the mail?
What did you get? What did you get? Something like, what did you got? What the hell? What did you get? Did you get something that's going to scam you?
I got a letter saying...
What does this letter say?
Saying that I am entitled to, let me see how much it was, $7.8 million.
Wow, Carla's going to be a millionaire. Welcome to the club, Carla.
I'm about to tell all the sponsors to suck it. But in any case, so I got this letter in the mail, a full-on envelope, like regular envelope. It had an address. It was addressed to me personally, to my address. This is my address, obviously. And it was like last week, and it says, "Dear Carla, I am aware that this letter has come to you by a surprise, as we've not met before or handled any business deals in the past. Nonetheless, I've contacted you with the genuine intentions, and I hope that I can trust you with this inheritance opportunity." So,
same sketch already.
Already?
But go on.
You don't think My name is Michael Davis. I'm an account manager with the Bank of Canada. I retrieved your contact address in my search for the next of kin to a deceased customer of our bank, Mr. Scott Juarez. Now, I'm already sketched because...
Scott?
Yeah.
Of all fucking names.
Because out of all the names, obviously Juarez, a Hispanic name, obviously.
But Scott?
But his first name is Scott, which I would be like, Scott Juarez, really? I mean, this
guy...
You
should email him back, hey, do you know I'm Hispanic?
Yeah, hey, do you know I'm not white? So, whatever. According to this, he's a resident of my country who lived and died in London, Ontario, Canada, from cardiac arrest in the year 2009. So, what I'm saying is that, he already knows how this guy died. Whatever. Unfortunately, this customer died, leaving his bank account in an open beneficiary status, and all efforts have been made by our bank to locate his relatives and been unsuccessful. I would like to present to you our bank as the next of kin to claim his dormant account worth $7.8 million.
That's a shitload of fucking money.
Now, in a way, I kind of believe it because I'm like, who leaves that money and doesn't tell anyone? So maybe he was like, fuck my family, right?
Okay.
I'm not leaving them shit.
But you see, Carla, the shit that trips me the fuck out is looking at this letter. And so you guys know that we're not bullshitting you, we're gonna post a fucking letter.
That's a good one. I'll post a letter.
But if you look at the letter, it doesn't have a stamp to like any bank or any name to it. It literally just like, it looks like a letter that you literally go on Microsoft Word and fucking write it out yourself.
Right.
And send it to someone.
So it says, I will continue. You will apply to this bank as an extended relative to the deceased customer while I work from the inside to make sure that all needed information and evidence are provided for you to back up your claim. The account has an open beneficiary status, which is why I've contacted you to come forth and claim the funds as next of kin and beneficiary. Since he is from your country and you both share the same last name, it's easy for you to become his official next of kin. If we do not make a claim to the funds now, the funds will be reverted back to the system as unclaimed estate at the expiration of a 10-year dormancy period as approved. I assure you this transaction will be handled under due inheritance procedure, and every necessary arrangement will be put in place to make you the real beneficiary of this inheritance. It also requires all confidentiality at this stage, and I believe that you are ready to keep this absolutely discreet until
literally don't tell anybody.
Yeah. Discreet until you're able to claim the funds from the bank. Once the funds are released to you, it will be shared between the two of us. Now, at this point, I'm just like, wait, I'm not going to all this fucking trouble for me to share it with you. You mean, like, this is your job, but whatever.
So he says you're going to share the money with him?
Yeah, it says, once the funds are released to you, it will be shared between the two of us.
What the fuck does he have to do with anything?
Well, he's doing all the work, and I'm just providing the name. Please send your response to my personal email, which he lists, and fax number, indicating my readiness to proceed with this transaction, and we will discuss more details as well as the procedure to achieve successful completion. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, and people achieve it every day. Okay. I await your response. Sincerely, Michael Davis.
Number one,
go for it.
Number one, the story seems like a pretty legit story, right? Like, someone can die, like, in another country and leave you money. But two...
No, they didn't leave money. That's the point. They didn't leave anybody no money. Bleh. Anybody money. It's the fact that...
It's out there for 10 years.
It's been dormant for 10 years. The only reason why we contacted me is because we have the same fucking name. Why I get the... You know how many Juarez's there is probably in California? Why did I get chosen? Why me?
It sounds like he's trying to, like, hustle the system and, like, literally make you rich and make himself rich.
For sure.
But...
He's like, which stupid Juarez can I finagle to get this money?
But I feel like...
If it's true, quote unquote.
Yeah, and I feel like he could have tried a bit better to make it a bit more believable. So in that part, he low-key fucked up already.
Yeah.
Just because it looks like, I'm telling you, I'm not even bullshitting. You can't make this up. If you look at the letter, it literally looks like someone went on Microsoft Word and, like, literally wrote this shit down and, like, literally just emailed it out.
Yeah.
Because it's not even his signature or anything. It looks like...
It's a copy and
Yeah,
paste.
he copied his signature.
That's what I'm saying. He just went through all the Juarez's and just like, let's throw this out there, see who catches it.
That's hilarious. So what's your next move on that card?
Well, I want to ask the listeners, like, because, first of all, let's go back. Does this really happen in real life?
It does. People get scammed all the fucking time.
Not the scammy part.
Okay, what do you mean? Like that, like people like going back and like doing
Not
this
the
shit?
scamming. Scamming does happen. Scamming, robbery, whatever the fuck. That happens all the time. What I'm talking about is like, what are the odds of stuff like this happening for reals? That, hey, you can claim this unclaimed money. What are the odds on that? The odds of scamming is obviously 1,000%.
It seems like really sketchy, and it seems like you could claim it, but if you claim it and they find out,
see, I'm sure a lot
you're
of people,
gonna get in trouble for it.
A lot of people die and they leave money, whatever, and I'm sure it goes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure it could be claimed one way or another. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is like, okay, I get that. How much of it is like, yeah, it works, and how much of it is like, it's just a scam?
And has he done it before?
Right.
Or you're like the first person he's attempting this with?
Right, because for all intensive purposes, so then I went online And I was like, I typed this out, like, does this still, like, do these chain letters still happen or whatnot? And you don't know how many other scenarios like this happen where I don't even remember, but the one I read, it was like this guy was asking for advice. He's like, hey, I got this letter, or I'm on Facebook and this guy who's in the military, who's serving in Afghanistan, wrote to me, and we were been having this relationship, quote unquote.
Okay.
And then he's just like, hey, I have this business. When I get out of the military, I'm gonna have this business, but I need to put this money down. I need this money to go through you, or blah blah blah. So he's like asking this guy for his account number, and whatnot to set up this account so he can like transfer money and get this business going, whatever, so that when he gets out of the military, he's set. So this guy's asking for all this advice to other people, saying like, I obviously didn't give him my, whatever, my account number, because I don't want him to ask me for money. So what he did is he told him, or I don't know if he told him or did, I kind of glanced over it, but he set up a separate account separately, and he's like, you can put the money in this account, and then blah blah blah. But then it just ended there because everyone's like, this is obviously a scam. We don't know what this is. And then this guy ends up like, but I'm really falling for this guy.
What the fuck?
So it's like, so he still did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy hasn't asked him for any money whatsoever. He just like, and then some people in the community, online community, as the kids call it, were like, well, post the fucking letters or post what he's asking you for. So in this whole thing, let's just say this is real. This military guy writes to this guy saying, hi hun, like blah blah blah, look at the predicament I'm in. I just need, I have a business. When I'm done, we're set. We can travel and then come back and work, and I have my business set up, and you're helping me, and blah blah blah. And that's as far as I went to research, because then it just gets into,
yeah.
But that's the example, right? So I mean, there's also scammerswarning.com.
Scammerswarning.com sounds so fucking stupid, but okay. Tell us about it, Carla.
That seems shady in itself. But what you do is you write the person's name in there, or you either write the person's name or you write the email they give you, and then they tell you what they do or how many times you scam people.
So it's like a database.
Yeah. And so when I put this Michael Davis dude in, it said he was like 76% dangerous.
76% dangerous.
Yeah, and that I should not.
Because he scams people, or because he harms people?
Because he scammed people. I mean, scamming, harming, is it the same?
You know what? Look, I don't know why, but I really want to.
You really want to do it. You really want to. I will give you his email. You could definitely like, hey.
I want to email him just to see where like he goes with it. Like, what's his next step, or how sketch it's gonna be, or how stupid it's gonna be. Just right. Because like the way he wrote this letter, it's like but he didn't try. It looks like he really tried. He didn't try to.
But at the same time, you don't give 100%. Do you honestly think it was just this one guy? Like, you don't think he's? No, I'm not saying one guy. There's one guy sending one letter to me. You don't
no, I'm sure he's sending to like hundreds of people, and like one stupid person is gonna fall for it, right?
Right. That's
which I hope it's not you, Carla.
I hope it's no. But what if like? I mean, I would.
But what if it's true and you're here walking around with like 7.8 million? I know.
What if like
hey Carla, I mean, $1 million is not gonna be anything to you. You shoot one over.
What if like Pedro Juarez comes up and he's like, I just claimed 7.8 million from Scott. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
You see, but okay, I feel like I don't know. It's just too sketchy, and I feel like if you go with it and you do end up getting the money, it seems like you can get in trouble for this shit. Because it seems too sketch.
But then at the same time, it's like, okay, well, how much? I mean, the person scamming people has to have money in the first place, right? So then it's like, so how much money are you spending to get money back? You know what I mean? Because he obviously, I should have brought you the envelope. The envelope is a straight up envelope, postmarked from Canada. Like, it has, like, he paid, like, it wasn't just like, he paid for postage from Canada to come here.
So yeah, it's a real person.
So it's like, how much does this guy have in general to now, you mean? Like, I don't know, right?
Because
like,
from what it sounds, it's literally this. It's literally him telling you, hey, like, someone fucked up in the system. I'm going to use you to claim this money, and we're literally going to go half and half on the money, right? So he's literally not scamming you, but he's scamming the system. But he's using you.
Right. So, okay, let's go this a bit further in a way. Like, so he is. Why not just tell me, hey, dude, like, look,
Yeah, I found a loophole.
Let's do this.
I found a loophole. Let's
Like, why are you
work
giving me the
together.
song and dance of like, oh, that's okay? Like, no, just like let's just do this. Because I feel there's better. I'm not saying there's better way to scam people, but I
Because
mean,
I feel like he's gonna sound a bit more trusting if he just tells you straight up, like, hey, they fucked up here. This is the loophole. Let's claim some money. Instead of going like, oh yeah, I'm trusting you with this money.
You know what?
I feel
Because-
like you can do this.
Because look, I'm example. Wells Fargo's been known to do some sketchy shit, right? Like, what keeps them from the banking? You know, because banking isn't like a free for all. It's a business. They're in the business of making money and ripping people off. So why not just have one of your banking friends just make
True, because I mean, it was going on what, like on Instagram and shit, where people would actually send you DMs and like, oh yeah, deposit $500 and I'll add an extra zero and we'll get like 50,000 and shit,
yeah,
right? So I just feel like, okay, there has to be an easier way
to scam people.
of scamming people. Yeah,
Versus going to the trouble of writing a fucking letter, dear Christian, blah 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 blah.
because I'm sure he already spent like what, like a good $5 just to ship the letter from
Yeah,
Canada
that's
to
what
here.
I'm saying. Like, and this, let's say I wasn't like, you're not gonna put all your eggs in the basket and like, let's bank on Carla because she's stupid.
Okay, say he sends it to what, 10 people, right?
Nah, that's not enough.
Let's just say he sends it to 10 people, right? And it's $5 a pop. That's $50 he wasted already. Say he sends it to 100 people. That's $500 he's wasting already.
Yeah, that's
And what if like nobody hits him up? Or
that's what I'm saying.
he's taking a risk, literally taking a risk. You gotta spend money to earn money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is completely true.
Again, going back on my last podcast, with great risks comes great reward.
Wise words from Drunk Carla.
But seriously though, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it, but like, at what point doesn't this make it profitable now to scam people? The Fire Festival guy, like that guy was just, he has had the cards, like.
He went legit. He went full on legit, and then once you got there, you're like, oh shit, like.
Yeah, but he was making money on people on or whatever was it the interest rates or something like on that card that he was offering to fund I don't know what. He was a legit frauder, but like at one point, like, do you just like, oh shit, I'm in over my head?
This has nothing to do with it, but something that makes me fucking laugh about it, that I saw on the Netflix one, was that one of the guys was willing to suck dick for like water or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Like they were so into that and so committed to it that like they would do the extreme just to make fucking more money.
But that was done because they were like legit spending all this money, and at the end, if you don't make money,
Then
like
it was
you
dumb,
fucking
yeah.
owe money.
Yeah.
So he was doing it to save his job, the rest of his life. You know what I mean? Like, and that's something you have to take account for. So, I'm not saying I mean, who knows?
So Carla, let me ask you this: what's your next move?
Would
Are you gonna hit him back, or what
Nah.
are you gonna do? You're just gonna leave it at that?
I'm just leave it at that. Because I mean, you could take his email and So, I mean, I don't know.
But this goes out to everybody out there. Don't get fucking scammed on Instagram. Don't get scammed anywhere else. If you see something fishy, talk to somebody about it. See what they tell you. Get their opinion. Put it online. Yeah.
Put it online and say like, "Hey, does this seem right?" Just like last.
You know
week,
what?
last
Hit us
week's-
up. Hit us up on No Loop
Yeah,
Podcast,
we
and
will
we'll
tell
tell you what to do from there.
Just like the last week's episode with Bobcat or the Bobcat. Like, does this look a regular fucking cat? No, it's a fucking Bobcat. Like, get that shit out
She
of
should
your
have
house.
told us before, and then we would have told her it's a fucking bobcat. But anyways,
Yeah,
moving.
put your shit online. We will tell you if it sounds right around. In the meantime, like, hey, if you're my friend, you can share my non-millions that I have, and we'll go with that.
Moving on with more stupid shit from Instagram. So one thing that I really
Oh, and that was real, by the way. This is all
that's a
100%
letter.
real.
You guys are gonna see it on
I'm gonna put
Instagram.
it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But moving on with stupid shit that we see on Instagram, another big debate that we saw on Instagram was, do you wash your chicken before cooking or not? So what about you, Carla? Do you wash your chicken or not?
I have always been taught to wash my chicken.
I personally don't wash my chicken because I don't cook. No, I'm just playing. No, but,
I was like, what?
No,
you,
but-
you don't? Wow. Texas.
no, yeah. Well, my mom fucking washes the chicken. My aunts wash the chicken. Whenever I get something, I wash the chicken.
See, but that's weird though.
just
because,
to play it safe.
But like, was it? I forgot. Was it saying that it doesn't fucking matter if you
No,
wash
yeah.
it or not?
So it was saying this video that we saw was saying that it doesn't matter because
By the way, it was Doctor. I remember Dr. Oz.
Yep.
Yeah.
Salmonella, right?
Salmonella. Yeah.
There you go. So what he said that water is not gonna get rid of it. all you're doing is literally spreading the fucking disease. So by the water hitting the chicken and the chicken splattering all over the fucking place, you're literally contaminating everything. So it doesn't matter if you wash it or not. If you throw it in the oven, the heat is gonna kill the fucking salmonella, right?
Right. Just like alcohol kills all bacteria.
So with that being said, are you gonna keep washing your chicken, Carla?
Yeah.
Just to play it safe?
Yeah, because like I don't fucking know. Like I really don't know. It's almost like sometimes okay. Example. Here's an example, right? So, fruits. I wash my fruits because that's been sprayed with sometimes pesticide or like the lettuce it's been in the ground and all that other shit. So yeah, I will wash that. And it goes without saying with the fucking chicken, I will wash it. Am I thoroughly washing it? Like, am I putting soap and shit on it? Like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm just washing it.
It's like literally fucking like giving him a bath and shit.
Yeah, right? But then I'm thinking like, well, then why do I mean, I don't know. Like, why are we you know how they have cutting boards for different meats? Like,
Okay.
you have a cutting board for vegetables, you have a cutting board for poultry, and a cutting board for meat and all that stuff. So then why do we have that? Like, if it really doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean?
Because at that point, you're literally not trying to get E. coli. E. coli can actually kill you.
Wait, E. coli. What's salmonella? Isn't it the same shit?
It's not the same shit.
Oh, fuck.
But
Wait, what's E.
E.
coli?
coli, you can get it like literally like mixing what? When something's not truly cooked, like truly cooked all the way, like I think pork falls under that.
Uh-huh.
You can't literally touch pork and chicken and meat when they're all cooking together in the same pan. That's why when you go to like Korean barbecue and shit, shout out to Korean barbecue. I haven't been there for a while.
Last week.
Last week. If you throw chicken on the grill, you're not supposed to like let the pork touch the chicken.
What?
Yeah, uncooked, like uncooked meats.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Because then what?
you can get E. coli.
What? Okay, so what's this? Is that like diarrhea and shit?
Here, let me look it up for you. Carla, just
Like if
give us something while I look for this.
wait, E. coli. Is that like upset stomach diarrhea? Because I'm all down for that. That's like the new keto weight loss stuff. If you have like on diarrhea and all this shit. The point is the fact that, well, I didn't know that, number one, but number two is like, I don't know, does that fall under being a germaphobe as well, washing everything even though it doesn't even matter, or not?
So I just looked it up. Sorry to cut you off. I'll continue with this one, Carla.
Whatever.
So it says that E. coli is like the beginning of fucking food poisoning, and it says blooded organisms. So it sits in your stomach and it literally eats your stomach. Fucking.
Wait,
it
that's
just eats
E.
your
coli?
stomach. Yeah, that's E. coli. That sounds kind of painful. Really painful. What was the question you asked me?
Does this fall under being like a germaphobe, washing everything and whatnot, and it doesn't even matter?
Maybe, but I feel like, okay, if you're a germaphobe, you know what I feel about germaphobes. I'm not gonna.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna get into it, but I feel like
tell me, how do you feel about?
I feel like it's bullshit. Like literally,
Woo! Okay.
like you gotta strengthen your immune system, and what you're doing by literally being a fucking pussy, you're literally like.
Shit. By the way, that's how I got chickenpox.
Wow, Carla, chickenpox don't even exist no more. That was like back in the 1800s.
My dad was just
I'm
like,
just
let's
playing.
get this out of the way. And he took me everywhere in downtown LA, and just like whatever. After like a couple days of downtown LA, I came back with the chickenpox.
That sounds so fucked up.
I know it
Let me
does.
get this out of the way. I'm gonna take you to Dogtown real quick. That sounds so fucked up. Is that good parenting or bad parenting?
The benefits of growing up Hispanic.
There you
by
go.
the way,
One, you save money. Two, you
got it
get
out
rid
of
of
the way.
something.
I got it
There
out of
you
the
go.
way.
That's
Now
fucking
they have
hilarious.
fucking vaccines for that. By the way, piggyback
That's
on
fucking-
her.
Let's not even get into the vaccines because we talked about that
I
in the
know.
last
I'm
podcast.
just saying, but that's how I should have said that last week, though. But
There
yeah,
you go. If you guys missed it, go back there, hear it. It's amazing. You learn some things and
Yeah.
you'll laugh at some things.
right,
And if you had feedback on that, then throw it over here.
Yeah.
We'll continue it and talk about it.
for sure. But anyways, yeah. What were you saying? Germaphobes or no? We're still on E. coli.
Yeah.
Washing your chicken.
Washing
Wash
your chicken. Is that gonna change your mind about washing
Figuratively
chicken or not?
and hypothetically, huh?
Is that gonna change your mind about washing your chicken or not? It's not, right?
No, I'm still gonna wash
Better
your,
safe than sorry.
because you should wash everything. Again, Take it
True.
however you want. You should wash everything.
If the shoe fits.
If the shoe, just wash it, just in case. I mean, like it wouldn't hurt, right?
And talking about all that food shit, let's move on to food vendors. Why are we so fucking trusting with food vendors? Like, for example, like, you know how
You know how my rule of thumb of like I hate to bring up like untrust. This is so racist too.
because honestly, look, this is gonna sound racist too, but
You
if
go
I
first.
see a
You go
Hispanic,
first. You feel racist first.
if you feel racist first, if you see a Hispanic person like selling hot dogs or something, like it's like they're trying to earn $1, right? So at this point, I'm like, fuck it, I can buy a hot dog or something off of them. Get me?
Yeah.
Just because it reminds me of like, I don't know, like my aunts, my mom, shit like that. Like it's all that home cooking, all that home Hispanic cooking, that it's so good that you're just like, I don't give a fuck who cooks it. As long as they're Hispanic, I'm eating this.
Wait. I mean, this is the whole topic in general.
Is this too like racist for you or what?
No, it's not. It's not racist. But
Okay.
I mean, you just brought up a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, we can still talk about the same thing because we
Okay.
are. To me, it sounds like you're saying like, if you see a white person cooking up fucking hot dogs in the corner versus
Okay.
the Hispanic guy, which one are you going to?
The Hispanic guy? As racist as that sounds, I'm going to go to the Hispanic
Why?
guy. Just because I know how Hispanics cook their fucking food, and I'm like, okay, they know how to cook.
Okay, all right.
It's like saying, this is going to sound racist, but it's like saying, if you're going to buy barbecue from a Hispanic person or a black person, I'm going to buy fucking barbecue from a black person. Because black people know how to fucking cook their barbecue.
Oh my god.
And that's a proven fact. Like, shout out to you for fucking knowing how to cook your barbecue. You guys make delicious fucking barbecue. I don't know if that's racist or not, but I mean, it's
no, it
fucking
definitely
good.
no,
They're good at cooking fucking barbecue.
It definitely is racist. I'm just saying, but
Who the fuck cares? Like,
but-
it's good food.
but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna like what is it? Like, I'm not gonna not go to it. Like, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, like they're cooking outside. Like, no, I'm not. Like,
Let me ask you this, Carla. Are you gonna buy Chinese food from a Chinese person or a fucking Hispanic person?
Chinese person.
Oh, there you go. It's not about being racist.
But I'm
Just
not
you know
saying-
that what
wait,
you're getting.
I never said that that we weren't. I'm just saying like that is racist. Like if you think about it, like it is. I'm just saying like, I mean, in retrospect, hindsight, we should be careful of where we get our food from and like should we whatever. Because sometimes my mom's like, oh, don't buy stuff off the corner like freeway or you know how they have oranges because she's like, oh, they've been there all fucking day in the heat, like especially on a hot day and you see someone selling oranges, like they've been there in the heat, like that can't be good. But at the same time, you're just like, well, if I don't buy it from them, then who am I gonna buy it from? You know what I mean? Am I gonna be ripped off? You know,
and then
whatever.
they sell it so cheap that you're just like, I can't pass this deal. I
Right,
can't pass this.
right. And in the end, like it's still good. Like I said, we've been brought up to handle our immune system to tolerate all that.
Yeah, and then something interesting. So if you go to downtown and you go to Los Callejones, shout out to everybody that fucking knows about the Callejones, the Santi Callejones.
Oh yeah,
There's all these people
all
selling
the hustle and all that. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
I'm
They're
so-
selling hot dogs, and now they even have hot dog combos. I don't know why I'm fucking throwing this out there, but they give you like a hot dog, chips, and a soda for like $5.
Where heck?
Shout out to those $5 deals.
Oh shit! Like I'm not.
Like those, I'm not gonna say they're the best hot dogs, but I mean it's pretty cheap for $5, right? But it's guaranteed gonna fuck up your stomach. Like no matter where you get them from, it fucks up your fucking stomach.
I've never had that happen to me.
And it's funny
Out of all the
because
things I've done, the hot dogs and shit that I buy have not fucked me up.
you see, look, I go over there and I buy hot dogs and it fucks me up. But then like next time I go, I'll buy them again, just because it's cheap and it's
I
good
look forward
food.
to every concert I have in LA or anything like that because I know when I get out, those fucking vendors are gonna be out. Like the next
And then-
concert I have up is at the Hollywood Bowl, and
And then that goes back to why are you
And-
so trusting with them?
and that's why, dude, no joke. That's why I make sure I have like cash on me
But why are you so trusting with them?
because they're fucking good. And then I went to, and it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, where's the fire in this? Like, where, like, they're grilling. I'm like, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, what kind of cart is this? It's not even like a regular cart.
It's that Hispanic magic.
It's, it's full on, like, it's a basket they have. And I'm like, where's the fire? How are they grilling this? But it's so fucking good. You know what I mean? Like, I still buy it. And even, like, I've had some white friends question me about like
White friends question you, okay, Carla?
about like where like the tacos, like taco stands, and I go, the sketchier it is, the better they
better it is.
are.
the way I see it is
Because
the
they
more
know.
grease you see,
Oh yeah.
the better it is.
Like if you like, it's just so much better. If they're clean, you're like, oh, they're just missing some flavor or something.
It's funny because
And I don't want to sound like all horrible like that, but like legit, I go, if it's sketchy, you know they're fucking good.
it's funny because I had a friend that I went to school with. Of course he was a white dude. I took him to eat some tacos
Of course.
at some one spot that I fucking love going to. And the first thing he saw was the grill, and he goes like, "Why is it so greasy?" And I go like, "The greasier it is, the better it is."
Flavor.
Like everybody knows that. Like in the Hispanic community, everybody fucking knows that. The greasiest foods are the best foods. And he was like, he was scared to try it. Like he was just like, "What is this?" Like,
Nah,
and I was like, "Dude, just try it." And he tried it, and he actually liked them. And I'm gonna give a shout out to those people that are out there. It was Tacos del Venado. Quick shout out to them. They're amazing. Check them up on Instagram. We'll tag them on the post. You want to sponsor us? Sponsor us. Give us free tacos. I don't care. Whatever you give us is free.
You know what
Well,
I want?
Carla, go.
You know what I legit want to do?
What?
And this comes up with an idea. I'll tell you my idea afterwards. Because again, I hate to like throw out another shout out. But I hate to throw out another shout out to Emily because I've gone
Fucking
to
Emily.
I
That's
know.
like 3 shout outs already.
I know. I've gone to her area and I was near her house. There's like this place that's like popping off. Like there's lines and I'm like, dude, like you got like a taco stand like right here. She's like, I've never tried it. Obviously.
Did she give you a reason why?
She doesn't know how to order. I don't know. I'm gonna take her just to make things right. But I'm just like, dude, like, there's a long line. If there's a long line, something's good, right? But it's like in the middle, like in front of like it's just a random place that they have it in front of like a heavy street and whatnot. And I'm just like, man, I'm so fucking curious though to fucking like go there and try it out. But aside from that, not that I need to do that, but that reminds me of something me and you should do is like legit go. I mean, we have to like watch for our like safety and all that, but I legit want to go try different like fucking stands.
Okay.
And try out like which one has the best tacos, you know, because not all of them are the same.
Tacos del Venado, just saying.
You're saying that now, but you don't know like what corner has the best. You know what I mean? Like, haven't you not
Carla,
seen like?
I've been to so many taco places. Like literally,
I haven't tried it.
I got
don't
them like
know.
at 2, 1 in the morning, like 80-cent tacos.
haven't-
I've gotten $1.25
80 cent-
tacos. I've
I don't
gotten
know that.
$2
We don't know.
tacos.
But what you know what I'm saying? Like we should go and say like, hey, you know what? This street on this street is really good. This one on that street is really good. This one's like, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of different variances and whatnot. But I'm totally down to do like a taste test of like which ghetto ass place has the best.
And
Tacos.
you know what I actually like about taco stands? That whenever you go to a taco stand and it's like run by like Hispanics and shit like that. I'm saying Hispanics because there's fucking white people taco stands.
Which I've never seen. I'm intrigued though.
I've seen only one.
I'm intrigued.
And I was
Which-
like iffy about trying it, but the thing I was saying, so
And by the way, some not dog stand.
dog damn, wow, Carla, don't sound fucking racist, but
beer.
okay.
It's the beer. Hot dog stands, quote unquote. They have like fucking the Square, the Venmo. You can now use your card, by the way.
Yeah.
They will charge you.
Raspado guys have that.
Oh.
Corn guys have that.
They charge you. I don't know how much I would pay for a hot dog, but I mean, it's getting up there. But go ahead.
But going back to the taco thing, like if you go to those taco places where they have like it's run by Hispanics, what I love about them is that they make you feel like home. They'll have a conversation with you. They'll talk to you like they know you. And I don't know if it's a Hispanic thing or what it is, but you're comfortable eating tacos with them. Like you're really comfortable. And this is why I feel like this is why I'm so trusting with them.
Because they speak Spanish.
Yeah, because they speak Spanish. I feel like if you're Hispanic and there's another Hispanic person selling you something, like you have a little connection.
That's it. That is a complex though. Like Spanish people just don't talk to everybody. But if you speak the language, they're definitely like trustworthy. So they'll tell you like,
Yeah,
hey,
it's like like if you see like elder ladies selling stuff, like it's not like they're trying to be out there to
Sometimes- you know
harm
what,
you. They're
though?
just trying to make a buck.
Look, no lie. I don't know if this is bad or wrong or anything like that. But sometimes when I go to work and I have to go take the streets and I'm in downtown LA and they have like there's these old ladies selling champurrado and all that. Like I don't like all that stuff. But sometimes I just want to stop by and just like get one just to like,
Help them out.
yeah. Because I respect the hustle of like all that. And I'm like, you know what? Either way, if I don't like it or not, like they're out there fucking making shit and selling it. They're not just
Yeah.
like, I'm not, again,
They're not up to like no good. They're actually doing it to make money.
right. I'm not trying to be like all the homeless that are just out there like sticking their hand out and whatnot, and that's a different, like a different story. But
You
they're
can see that
actually
they're trying to hustle.
like
Trying to hustle.
they're selling fucking tamales out of their fucking cars, vans, and whatnot. And I'm like, you know what? Either way, I respect it because they're actually fucking trying. They're not just trying to like, hey, like, let me provide you a service, and you pay for it, and that's what.
It's like when sometimes I don't know if you've ever been to like freeway entrances where you have the guy or the elder woman, Hispanic elder guy or Hispanic elder woman, and they're selling like flowers. Or
Yeah.
they're selling like cut fruit in a bag or something, and they're literally in the middle of the fucking sun, here like offering it to everybody.
Yeah.
And sometimes like if I have an extra change in my pocket or something, I'll buy one.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Not that I want it or anything. I'll buy one because I go like, okay, I respect your hustle. Like you're at this age where you're like you might be an immigrant, you can't get a job anywhere else, but you're still trying to hustle. Get me?
Right. You're
So
not just
I respect that.
offering your hand and like,
I
hey, give
respect
me
that
some money.
because sometimes you see all these people. I'm not even saying white homeless people. It can be Hispanic homeless people. It can be black Hispanic people, Chinese. I said black Hispanic, black homeless people or Chinese homeless people. But I mean anybody that's homeless. Sometimes you see these young homeless people that are out there reaching out, and you go like, dude, like you're young, like clean up your act a bit and like go fucking work.
Right.
Get me?
Yeah.
Like people like that, like I'm not saying I don't feel bad for them because everybody has their own reason to be homeless, but I just go like, come on, dude, like you can do better.
I'm not even trying to lie. Like my mom sometimes tells me and my sister, we'll
Become a homeless or what?
Nah. We'll come back and my sister's like, oh, I'm exhausted from work, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, oh, me too. I'm exhausted. And then my mom will be like, you guys are young. Like, you should be, like, working as hard as you can because when you get to my age, like, you won't be able to do shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then you really can't work. And you're going to be thinking about all the times where you should have worked and you didn't. Where you should have been making money and you didn't. You know what I mean? Like, and now, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, I should.
Maybe she's right.
Yeah, maybe she's right. And which is, I mean, I'm not saying, like, that's why I work so hard because
we all know Carla doesn't work hard.
it's questionable according to people, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're right. Like, there's gonna be a time where, I won't be able to work, and then I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And at the same time, like I said, I respect those people because they're out there working, like, whether it's good or bad, or they're selling, they're selling a product and it's good. And again, it's kind of sad. I'm not saying it's sad, but it's always the Hispanic people that you see, like, they're actually doing like an exchange. It's like they're making something and whatever. The fruit stands, everyone loves their fruit stands, and at the same time, like, well, I'm thinking like, don't fruit go bad if it's like fucking hot or whatnot? But it's like, you know what though, like, it's fucking good. Like,
yeah, with a bit of chile and limon.
yeah, lemon kills everything too. Like, so you're good.
And it's funny because all these places that we're talking about, like food stands,
They're not even regulated.
Yeah, they're not regulated, but they're becoming big. Like, for example, they're all hipstered out shit. Like, people, all those hipsters show up to it. All these white people from like Silver Lake show up to it, and they're like, oh yeah, this is the next big thing.
They feel like they discovered it all of a sudden.
And they all have personal blogs. Yup. And they write it up like if they discovered it. And it's like,
what the
dude,
fuck?
like, I've been going to this spot for fucking ages, and like, I've always said it's good. Get me? So shit like that bugs me, but I mean,
hipsters?
Oh well, what the fuck can we do about it?
Hipsters
Fuck hipsters. Straight up, fuck hipsters. But yeah, like,
which, by the way, that brings me to the point of like, now it's not illegal to sell your shit or sell whatever on the corners, but they're regulating like how it's done. So I was reading up online that you have to take classes on food preparation. So you think these people on the corner are just like Joe Schmo, from Mexico or wherever, trying to make a buck, but they're actually now making it for them not to be like, for them to be able to do that, they have to take some classes like on food preparation to make sure it's up to like, not, I mean, I don't know about code and all that, but at least like they're conscious of what they're selling to the public, and then go from there. Now the city's thinking of making it like, easier for them to do by charging them a permit, so they can hand out permits like left and right, because now it's fucking legal and easy. But the amount, I think where they're getting them is the amount they're charging for the permits. It's costing like $600 for a permit for a year. Yeah,
and I remember after what was it, like in 2018, where they're just like, you know what, fuck it, like anybody can go out there and literally fucking start selling shit.
Yeah.
And the reason why we bring this up is because we're talking about how this entire episode is gonna be about shit that we see on Instagram.
Right.
On Instagram, Carla, you did send me a post where they have these signs that say that certain areas you can't sell stuff, or you can, what's the word for it, ban?
Right. there's no vending zones. So the no vending zones are definitely so when I put this, they're going to start putting it in downtown LA by the Staples Center in LA Live, which I think is like the prime time because I look forward to going to concerts there. And again, I always have cash because I know there's going to be bacon wrapped hot dogs selling out there. And they're so fucking delicious. I'm not even joking with you. I love going out there and getting my hot dog right after it. And they're saying that now it's not going to be allowed. And I don't even know if that's just because of the city, the way it's changing. Because if you go in downtown LA, what is it called? Gentrification or whatever?
Yeah, and it's crazy because downtown LA was...
Is it...
Back in the days, it was shit. It was shit.
And
like, it was shit, and now it's like all these...
Now you have the high-rise apartments. They're amazing.
Let's leave it this way. It's the new Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. It is so nice, and I think maybe these people are complaining about all these vendors, and, like, I don't know what they're complaining about. The hipster or whatever, new community and whatnot.
But I feel like, okay, if you do have vendors, you get people coming to your neighborhood.
Right.
And spending fucking money. Mm-hmm. Going to these places, discovering your new businesses, doing all this shit. But I'm not saying they're completely wrong about it because there is one of the signs that I saw.
They just have to have a new way of taxing all that shit. Just like they tax like marijuana and stuff, how that's benefiting the cities and whatnot. I think it's the same way. They have to have new regulations so that it benefits everybody and not just the person, you know.
Because I'm telling you, the sign I saw was over there on Hollywood and Los Felix, I believe, by the entrance of the 101. So, okay, that's understandable because that's literally nothing but the entrance. So you don't get people, you stop people from literally stopping in the middle of the road to get food. Get me?
Yeah.
So that's understandable. But places like downtown, I just don't see
if
why
they're coming out of the concert, they're not even in the fucking way. They're in the plaza or they're whatever. And so they're just being fucking picky and just being like whatever.
Yeah, especially because sometimes like people aren't willing to spend, above $10, $20 meals at fucking places downtown where they can like literally if they have an extra $5 they can go out there and have a $5 fucking hot dog or some shit like that.
But yet they want to put like new restaurants on there and spend I don't know how much on that. Like, what the fuck? I don't know.
But anyways, if you guys have any feedback about it or you guys have something to say about that,
tell us what your favorite stand is and we'll go visit it and give them a shout out as well because I really want to do the whole like let me taste some of the tacos that are around the area.
And if you give me a really good stand, I'll shout you out, bring you into the podcast. We'll do something. We'll figure it out. But we got to move on with more Instagram shit that we see out there that's mind-blowing and lets us, like, I don't know, have more ideas. So another thing that we saw was things about animal killings. Before I go on with that, let me just give a shout-out to Harambe, which is his 3rd year anniversary. He was shot and killed on May 28th, 2016. So shout-out to him. Moment of silence for him.
Gorillas. I hate gorillas. They freak me the fuck out. So R.I.P. I guess to the gorilla, but
hey, you gotta show respect. Because I feel like okay, all these animals that get killed because of fucking people, like they don't deserve it. They honestly don't deserve it. Like they're not civilized. They don't know better.
You gotta like give the story for those people who don't know who Harambe, Gerardo, Jerry, where Jerry is.
So Harambe was
this gorilla, but he was in captivity.
Yeah,
not captivity.
He was in a zoo.
He was in a zoo. Let's get it right. He's in a zoo.
And this child fell over.
Right.
And literally started playing with like the gorilla. And in the video, if you see the video, the gorilla's not doing anything bad to the child. He's literally treating him like he's a freaking baby gorilla. Mm-hmm. Right? So you do see him drag the child, but he drags him like he's gonna drag his own baby.
Like Hispanic people drag their kids.
Exactly.
All right, cool.
With that being said, Carlos, what did you tell me earlier about the...
I said that if he had a fucking leash on him, he wouldn't have fallen into it, and we wouldn't have this fucking problem because the parents would have just got a hold of him. Just saying.
So with that being said, is it the parents' fault or is it the animal's fault?
100% the parents' fault. Because why aren't they watching their children?
You gotta be responsible for your children, right?
For sure.
And the gorilla's like not civilized.
The gorilla
only
doesn't
knows
know
so
what
much.
the fuck.
Yep.
The gorilla's an animal. Like he's not. But you know, even though gorillas freak me out because I feel like they're on the border of human / not human animal. You know what I mean? Like they freak me out.
But there has to be a different way of like.
But the fact of the matter is that he's in a zoo.
Stopping him, yeah.
And if a child goes in there and the gorilla doesn't know if it's an animal of a prey or he doesn't know. He's just doing his thing because he doesn't know.
And
it's the parents' fault for letting him fall into it and be like, "Oh, my child." Like, well, then watch your fucking child. Were you on your phone? Were you drinking? Were you doing something?
And a perfect example of that is that situation with where was it? Where the lady was trying to take a selfie and
Oh, the one we like a couple weeks ago on our podcast where she had the leopard and she jumped the fence to take a fucking selfie and she got attacked. Well, that's not your it's not the leopard's fault.
exactly, and they handled it differently.
Jaguar.
What did they do? The jaguar. What did they do?
Is it jaguar, leopard, whatever?
I don't know. It's an animal in the
It's a fucking
zoo.
cat, whatever,
But
big cat.
They handled it differently, right?
They shot the shit out of it, but it was tranquilizers.
There you go. They didn't kill him. He still survived, and it's why
Yeah,
because
and
it's the people's fault.
Yeah, because what is she doing crossing the barrier? She was an adult, and she fucking crossed the barrier to jump in for God knows what to get a better selfie. Like I would have photoshopped that shit and been like, "Hey, I'm in here."
People are just stupid. People are just fucking stupid.
You know what though? That brings me to the point of like that reminds me when one year a long time ago, I went to Vegas with a friend of mine.
Carla, I feel like you're in Vegas like every fucking
I know,
week and
right?
shit.
In case she's listening, her name is Helen. We went to MGM and when they used to have the lion enclosure, you used to pay and get your picture taken with these like lions and stuff. So we got a picture with a baby lion, and I was fucking scared to touch it because I don't fucking know, like
He can go off at any moment.
right. But I paid because like when are you gonna get the opportunity to whatever. However, I'm still aware that this is a fucking like a baby lion,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, my exit strategy, like if it fucking attacks me, like I'm leaving my friend, I'm running out here, like whatever, right? But so it's like it's the same thing. Like I get the adrenaline or the excitement of like, hey, I could get a picture with this fucking crazy animal, but at the same time, like you got to be aware of what the fuck you're doing because it's a dangerous. Now we're in an enclosed, surrounded by train, whatever. Which also brings me to the point of when I went to Mexico for the first time ever, like literally last year, I went to Ensenada, and you got off of the cruise ship, whatever. They had like an enclosure where you can pet like actual like fucking foreign animals for a price, and I'm like,
I don't know if this is safe just because it's Mexico.
it's not fucking safe. It's not. And like, you know what they would do? And I'm just like, ooh, I want to do it because I want to touch this animal. But they would literally spray the shit out of you with like this sanitizer. I don't even know if it's fucking true or not, right? But they would spray you down before going into like the area so that you didn't bring like any other outside sense that it could be like triggered or whatnot. Even my fucking cat, when it smells the next neighbor's cat, it goes fucking nuts for it. So I think that's what they were doing. So they would spray the shit out of you and then you'd go in there to touch it because whatever. Again, is that safe? No, it's not. But you know where you're getting yourself in. So I get the idea of like, of the adrenaline rush of being next to this wild animal. But at the same time, if you get mauled, that's on fucking you. Like
Let me ask you something,
it's
Carla.
no one's fault but your own because this is a wild animal.
Let me ask you something. So that situation you're talking about in Vegas, where you took a picture with a lion, right? Little baby cub. So if the baby cub went off and he bit you, can you be mad at him?
No.
Right? Because you're putting yourself in that situation.
You know what?
You know what you're doing.
To be honest, I don't even know if I signed anything because I was fucking drunk. To be real, I want to say I did, and I don't remember. But if he went off of me, I'd be like, "Look, it's a fucking lion." Like, what?
Like, I fucked up.
Yeah, like I must have looked at it wrong.
I got caught slipping and
like,
shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I
that's
burped
it.
in his face. I don't know, but it's a fucking lion. Like, I'm not even gonna like. What's the other dude in Vegas? The Siegfried and Roy, where the guy got mauled by his own tiger, and it's like, well,
The white tiger?
In the end, it's a fucking tiger. Like you're in a fucking, you're with a tiger.
Like, no matter how many
And
years
that's
you
why
have
he
with the
didn't.
same tiger.
And that's why he's like, he didn't even press any charges. Like, it's my baby tiger. He doesn't know any better. He's a fucking
yeah,
tiger.
exactly. Yep. It's like, for example, Steve Irwin. That's the name, right?
Oh yeah.
The
The
crocodile
crocodile
hunter.
hunter.
So,
R.I.P.
you know how he, like,
Dude, I
passed
love
away?
that
Yeah.
guy.
He
R.I.P.
passed away because
this
he
guy.
got stung by a stingray.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, like, a lot
Freak
of people...
accident, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, okay, like, you're not gonna go out there and, like, literally start killing all these fucking stingrays. Like, he literally died doing something he loved.
Yeah.
And with everything he did, he knew what he was getting into.
Yeah.
No matter how much professional work he had behind it or how much training he had, he knew what he was getting into.
Even his wife says
Yep.
like she's not even mad or whatever. It's just one of those things that you know what you're in the process of wildlife conservation. Like that's the thing you have to like he was doing something he loved it. The thing they were doing trying to and like you can't.
And it's crazy because his daughter, I remember seeing her like I think I saw her like grow up.
Yeah.
Right? Because he would always keep her around since
Yeah.
she was a little girl. She grew up to be like literally doing the same profession that he
Oh
did.
yeah.
which is crazy because I go like,
they have the reality show, right?
yeah, which is crazy because I go like, okay, cool, like you saw your dad literally get killed
Yeah,
by an animal, and you're still
not
here
even
doing
mad-
your own job. Yeah, yep.
You're not even mad because you're trying to wildlife conservation. And
You
you're just
can't
like,
be mad
fuck.
if your job bites you in the ass sometimes. Like you just can't because you know what you're doing,
Right.
and if it's something you love doing, you can't be mad at it.
It's not even a job. It's your passion.
There you go. It's your passion.
Just like this podcast.
Wow. So if Carla, if a mic hits you in the head,
Nah, if you piss me the fuck off, like I'd be like, you know what? It's all for the podcast.
wow. Anyways, we're gonna move on with more Instagram shit. So the next Instagram shit we saw, Carla, was the little burnout shit. Give us an explanation about that.
Oh shit, yeah. So there was this article on Instagram that it's a diagnosis for being burnt out.
I laugh at this shit every time I hear it.
And I was just like, what the fuck is this? And it's literally a diagnosis like for being burnt out at work. Like you can get a doctor's note for being burnt out. What is? And then my thought like, what?
Like if you're feeling low on energy, like increased
So
mental
like
distance, all that
basically
shit.
it says like here is a there are 3 triggers or 3 things that this article said that if you think you're burned out, here are 3 things that you must be feeling if you're burned out. So number 1, that you're feeling of energy depletion or exhaustion. So if your job is draining your energy or driving you to exhaustion, you might be burned out.
Fuck, I feel burned out already.
Number 2, if you have increased mental distance from one's job, meaning you're like checked out, like fuck this, like I don't even fucking care anymore, like blah blah blah, you're burnt out. Number 3, reduced professional efficiency, meaning if you're not doing your job to 110%, it's because you're burned out.
So with all that
So
being
what
said,
the
I feel
fuck
like-
does that mean?
I feel like everybody
Like
is gonna fucking be
every
burned out.
fucking buddy. I don't even know if it's your breath to be burned out or nothing. Like it's just like I fit all these.
Leave it this way. I feel like it's any like middle class and lower class job,
It's
right?
the same, or you can be like you're just fucking lazy.
That's why you're just fucking lazy. But there's days that you're just like fuck. I work 5 days a week. I'm just fucking tired of this fucking job. Is that considered being burned out?
According to this, you can't be burnt out. But
So
it's
with-
like, what do you do with that though?
Exactly. If it's something, because it's something serious now, right? It's like something medically proven
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So you can you ask for a fucking doctor's note and be
we
like,
could try.
hey,
Right.
I need to take these days off because I'm just burned out. Does it work like that?
the way this, yeah, apparently. Can you imagine though? But that's every job though. Even if you love your job, you can feel like you're burnt out though. I'm sure, right?
Sorry about that noise. It was just Carlos. She fell.
Ugh.
I'm just playing.
But yeah.
And you brought up a good point earlier when we were talking about the Google headquarters.
Oh yeah, so I was thinking like, so we were talking about it, and I'm like, well, that's every fucking buddy that's worked a lot. Like if you work 5 days straight, like sometimes like okay, disclaimer, we have other jobs. Like podcast is not our bread and butter, unfortunately, not until we get more sponsorship and whatnot. But so we do have another job. But when I'm there, sometimes what I like about it is that sometimes I get a day off here in the middle of the week, and I get another day. I don't have like straight weekends, like 2 days in a row. But what I like about it is it is unpredictable. What my days off are. But sometimes when I work 5 days straight, I'll feel like I wouldn't even know, right? And I'll be like on the 5th day, I'm like, man, I feel like I'm fucking tired, like I'm exhausted. And then I realize like, oh shit, I've been working 5 days straight.
Oh shit, I'm burned out.
Yeah. No, but really, like you're just like, why am I not even feeling this? It's because it's my 5th day,
Yeah, you
working
just don't
in a row.
want to be there no more. You have no passion for it.
Right. And I'm like thinking like, man, other people that work, Monday through Friday and have the weekends off, like, oh, at least they have the weekends off. But like, I don't know what that is because we get, the weekends are variable, right? But I know when I work 5 days straight, regardless, I'm just like the 5th day, I'm just like, why do I feel like I'm not all there? I'm like, oh shit, it's my 5th day working, right? So then I was talking to Christian about it. I'm like, well, you know how Google and all these big dog companies, right? They have like a
big headquarters.
you're right. They have like a playroom, a
Nap time room.
nap time room, what do you call it? A kitchen.
And you know what's something interesting about that before you go on?
Like, does that help?
On Google headquarters, I don't know if this is true or not. So if you work at Google headquarters, confirm with me. But I know they have a bar where you can go and you can get like unlimited drinks. Of course, you can get like fucked up, but you can get a drink or two and then go back to work.
So that reminds me, again, my life. I don't know how.
That you drink on the job? Yeah, we already know that, Carla.
I mean, yeah, but so a couple years ago, I did this stint of like, I worked at this company out in El Segundo, and I was doing a temp job, and it was in the fashion industry,
Okay.
Aldi, and I hated it because I was all clerical, right? But every Friday, they would have this cart that go around. So when you go in there, they would provide breakfast, and by breakfast they had like cereal, they had donuts,
Free breakfast.
yeah,
Okay.
like a continental breakfast, right? And I'm just like, wow, this is kind of cool. Like you have like if I want a breakfast this morning, like I can just go and get it. But every Friday they would have happy hour, and what they would do is they have a cart, at around like 4:30. You can place your order for your drinks, like legit drinks, like alcohol. And so by 5 o'clock you'd go around, and they hand you your alcoholic beverage. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, where did this happen? And it's just like, is it just like these big corporations that have all this money that they have like, like they're able to do that? Because is it illegal to drink on the job?
I don't know if it's illegal by law or like jobs don't just want to do it.
Because I feel like if you offered me drinks, I mean, like, I'm getting fucking plastic because it was free. Like, you just like, hey, here's my order. I want a blah, blah, blah. And they come in the cart and they give you a drink. Like 1950 style. Like, is it illegal though?
To drink on the job? I don't know. That's a good question. Let me look this up real quick, Carla.
But I mean, like, okay, so aside from that, does these things benefit more, or would they make you lazier? Like, if you had in your job, like,
You're building team morale.
like, if you're like, you know what, I had a rough night last night, I need a 20-minute nap, and they had a room where I can nap for 20 minutes. Does it really help you in the end to be more efficient, or is it just like an excuse to be like, I'm fucking lazy, I need a nap, and that's it?
So I looked it up. It says, is it illegal to drink at work? Yes, it is. In safety-sensitive jobs, or if you drive, the Transport and Work Act of 1992 makes it an offense for certain workers to be
That's if
unfit
you're
to
driving or
drink or
anything.
drugs
We're talking about
while on railways, tramways, and other guided transportation systems. Exactly. I looked it up. That's the only thing it gave me. Literally only if you drive.
So other than that, you're free to fucking.
Other than that, then drink your fucking life away.
All right then.
If your job provides you with alcohol. Let's leave it there. Because, I mean, if you have, say you have a job, right? And your employer is here giving you alcohol and he's saying it's fine. It's literally him taking responsibility for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some shit goes wrong, I'm taking responsibility for it.
Right.
Right? It doesn't fall on you. So I feel like you're protected there.
Okay.
So, in other words, if your job gives you fucking alcohol,
You take it?
take advantage of it.
All right then.
Free alcohol, why not, right? Where are you gonna get that? But let's be honest. If your job is giving you alcohol, you know you're not gonna take advantage of that shit and get fucking shit-faced, right?
I mean, are you though? Like, I mean, I guess if it happens every now and then, I'd be like, fuck it, I'm getting wasted. But if it happens like all the time, I'd be like, look, I need to get my shit done, or else I'm fired, right? Like, I feel like that's gonna happen. Like, if it gets out of control, I'm not performing.
Exactly. It's like literally the employer telling you, here, I'm helping you have fun, but get your shit done.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah. I totally agree with that philosophy. That if you're performing and you can handle it, then yeah. If you're a functioning alcoholic, then yes.
But if you're here getting shit-faced and you're not giving me any fucking...
No, then you're fucking fired.
You're not making me money, then
Yeah,
what
then
the fuck are you
it.
doing
Yeah,
here?
get the fuck out of here. And get other people.
Other people.
I mean, yeah.
But with all that being said, let's try to fit in one more topic in there, Carla.
All right.
Another thing we saw on Instagram, which is literally the age gap between women and men. So Carla, you sounded pretty passionate about this one.
I was passionate about it because I was kind of offended. If you all know Charlize Theron, I mean, I don't know her personally, but you know, whatever. Charlize Theron, high class movie star. She recently came out saying that they had asked her to be playing Gal Gadot's mother in Wonder Woman. At first, she was like, "Oh, I don't even know what Wonder Woman is, whatever." And they're like, "No, you gotta play her mom." And she's like, "But I'm 43. Gal Gadot's 36. 37, 39, 41, 42, 43. That's 7 years difference." I just had to do the math. I'm not good at math. That's 7 years difference. So she was just like, they wanted me to play her mom. We're only like 5 to 7 years difference. Like, that's not gonna fly. But it's like the discrepancy between, you know, like, really you're gonna make me play your mom? It doesn't even make fucking sense. And you're doing it because I'm a woman, and all of a sudden I can play, you know, whatever. And then I was watching this other show, The Rookie, which I absolutely love. And it was talking about how this guy who was 45 was dating like this 20-year-old, and it was totally okay. I mean, not totally okay by like, but like we saw it,
and people didn't say anything.
Nah, and it's just like, what? So my question is like, so do we see guys dating younger girls as okay versus, let's say, like, because an example, when Pretty Woman came out, I think Julia Roberts was like 20, 21, and like fucking what's his face was like 30 something, 36, 37. That's like a big gap, right?
But if what you're saying is if it's the other way around with a woman, an elder woman, or not an elder woman, but like a
woman. Oh, woman. No. A woman.
A woman. If she's dating a younger man,
yeah. So this is
she's considered like a cougar, or in case she has a kid, she's a male. Hey, some males are hot though, but that's not the point. The point is that sometimes society, it's this double standard where society views a woman, an older woman, dating a younger man as like something wrong.
Like like what was it? Like 007. I love Daniel Craig. He's a good-looking man. I'm deathly serious. But he's always getting like these Bond girls, and that's what these Bond movies are known for. These Bond girls, they're like so much younger than him. And at the end of the day, I'm like, well, he's a good-looking man, so like whatever.
So are you making it?
I'm not making it right. No, I'm not gonna make it. I'm pointing out the fact that we think it's okay because he's a good-looking man, so it doesn't matter. Now, if he was ugly, then we'd be like, wait, what the fuck? So
what you're saying is that there shouldn't be a double standard, and
we should, because if it was a woman that was
justify it for a man, let's justify it for a woman.
Yeah, because if it was a woman being his age, I think he's like 50-something, you know, right? And then a woman who's dating someone who's 20 would be like, oh shit.
Which I can totally agree with you, because I feel like, okay, as long as they're over age, it's perfectly fine. Date whoever the fuck you want to date. Get me?
Now, okay.
Wait, but I'm thinking about it. Hold up. But then you get these gold diggers, right? Do you justify that? And so that's a man-woman situation.
So now we're here to the next step. So now you see a guy. Let's say we're walking around Vegas because that's the only place you see all. You see it everywhere, but you're in Vegas. You see this guy. He's clearly like 60-something, 70, with this 20-year-old.
Is that justified?
What do you see this? Like, do you see it wrong?
The first thing that's gonna come up to my mind,
gold digger.
Just because society has made me fucking see it this way, fucking gold digger.
She's in it for the money, right?
Unless this was like fucking hands down fucking pleasing the shit out of this girl or some shit.
Do you think that's possible?
Viagra's out there. I'm just saying. Shout out to Viagra.
Now, do you think it's possible though, where she'd be like, you know what, this guy's all I need?
No, just because you see him with like.
So you said no.
No. You know why I'm saying no? Because you see these older guys with these fucking like fine hot women that they can get any other guy. Get me? They can get a younger guy.
Right.
They can literally have anybody they want.
So why are they with this older guy?
For the money.
So you're saying it's just the money?
It's just the money.
It's not even.
It's not love.
So you're saying they will just do whatever.
Yeah.
Suck it up. Not to be no pun intended.
Let me clear something up. Remember the guy that used to own the Clippers?
No.
Okay, so the guy that used to own the Clippers, he was dating this younger chick that literally this younger chick would bring like black men to the basketball games, and he came out and she recorded this saying that the owner said, stop bringing all these, like, sorry for the words are just part of that. It was like, stop bringing all these like Negroes to my fucking stadium, right?
Right.
So then the chick had recorded this and she put it out there to the public, and the NBA, what they did was force this guy to sell the team, right?
Okay.
The guy was fucking old as fuck. If you see him, Carla, Donald Sterling, that's his name. If you see him, Carla, you're gonna be like,
okay.
If you see him, you're gonna be like, oh shit, like,
you know what? I remember that.
But you swear this girl was fucking like, I'm sure the girl was sleeping with the guy, right? With the older guy, for the money.
Was she?
But you swear she's enjoying fucking like 80-year-old fucking dick from this fucking guy.
I'll let you know when I get there.
Wow. Fucking gold digger. But anyways, if you're a fucking gold digger or like you've done this before, fucking let us know. Let us fucking know.
No, but no, I mean, like, seriously though, like, because I get it, like, but if it was the other way around now, this woman, 60 years old, with this guy, who is like fucking 25.
I think it's still seen a bit wrong. Get me? I mean, props to that old lady for fucking taking young dick and not dying and shit, but. But I don't know.
My God.
I'm not saying it's justified, but I'm saying I would
Are
see
you
the guy
saying?
and I would be like,
So you're saying
gold
that
digger.
every relationship that's with an age gap, you're saying it's not love, it's something else.
I'm saying yes. I see it as a fucking gold digging shit, like something that has to do with the guy or the lady trying to get money off this elder fucking person. How do you see it, Carla? Tell me how you see it.
I would hate to say the same thing,
But it's true.
but it's yeah.
As fucked up as it sounds, like not a lot of people would admit it, but yeah, they're fucking gold diggers.
Because there's no way. I mean, like recently. So there's this. I mean, you could be a reasonable age, but then there's like, or like what's her name, Catherine Zeta-Jones and
Okay.
Michael Douglas, right? So Catherine Zeta-Jones, beautiful woman, right? She still is beautiful, right? She married Michael Douglas, who was, I forgot how old, right? When they were younger. And he was still, like, I don't want to say normal looking, but he was still, like...
Normal looking.
He was still, decent looking. And so they're together. They're in love. But then you fast forward to, I don't know how much time has gone by now, right? And he's like, I forgot. You should look up how old he is now. And
He's 74.
He's 74, and she's... How old is Catherine Zeta-Jones now?
Here, let me look her up real quick. She is 49.
She's 49. Okay. I mean, 49 is still young. But compared to 74, like, do you want to still be with that?
But at this...
Is it...
Look. At this point, I feel like she's mature enough to fucking...
Wait a minute.
She's lived her life.
Wait. Oh, shit.
She's lived her life.
I don't even know what you just said right now. Like,
She's lived her life.
Are you saying she's done? Like, what the
I'm
fuck?
not saying she's done, but she's...
But then, like, it goes back to what I was... a long time ago on one of our first podcasts about micro cheating. Does it become just the companionship because all that's done, and now you've lived past that, and now you just want the companionship, or at least he does. But who knows? Because he said he got throat cancer because he did a lot of oral.
He's literally going like, "Oh yeah, I was a fucking player." That's the first shit that came up to my fucking mind right now. That's the first shit that came up to my mind right now.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, that, I just need to get that out there, right? But at the same time, it's like, does it come to where he's 74, she's what was it, 49?
49.
49, 50? Is it now just a companionship?
I feel like, okay.
Because at the beginning, it could have been,
Yeah.
could have been love. He could have been
Yep.
like on Viagra and all that shit, whatever. Now he's 74. Like, do I really want all this shit?
But how I mentioned to you earlier, like, okay, like, at this point, I feel like they're both mature. Or let's talk about her. She's mature. And
Would you do Catherine Zeta-Jones?
From the picture I just saw right now, yeah.
Okay. Knowing she's almost fucking 50. You know who else is almost fucking 50? Is Gwen Stefani. Would you do Gwen Stefani?
Of course.
Okay, well, then there you go. So then, what happens when she's fucking this guy's age, 74? Are you still down?
If she lives good, then yeah.
Oh my god. So that's the only thing you're basing it off of.
I'm basing it off of... You asked me if I would do her. You didn't ask me if I would fucking, like, date her or fucking have a full-on companionship with her.
Oh, okay. My bad.
And
all
these
right.
people are actually having full-on companionships with
Yeah.
them.
So then, is it just companionship after all that dies? All the looks
All
and
the lust?
all the lust and all
Leave
the
it this
looks.
way. Okay, so say me at this age, right? I'm in my 20s, and I date Gwen Stefani. Says she's like about to hit 50, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm here. This is gonna sound weird, but I'm here doing her I'm here doing her for like a couple of years, right?
Right.
And after this, I'm just like, okay, I think I've been around her so much that I love her as a fucking person. So now it's not about fucking sex anymore. Now it's about like a companionship.
So now you're taking care of her.
Yeah, so now I'm not taking care of her.
For the money. Oh, okay. I get it.
Nobody
I
said
get
anything
it.
about the money.
I get it. She ain't poor.
I'm not looking at the money. I'm not poor either.
Now you're just a regular dude. and you're with someone who's the same age as her.
The money's just extra, but I'm not.
Same look. She looks beautiful, whatever. You're with her for a couple of years because she looks fucking good. And
yeah,
then,
at this point, I'm not doing it for the money. At this
and
point,
then
I'm doing it because she looks good.
I'm telling you, it's a regular person now that you're dating, but looks just like Gwen Stefani, looks good, whatever. You're with her for 3 fucking years, and you're doing her or whatever, and because she looks good, and then it gets to the point where it's just like, you know,
like it's not even about doing her no more. It's now about companionship.
Yeah.
Then yeah, like I would be okay with it. I would be okay with it, just because like you build this relationship with someone where you're just like, I feel so comfortable with this fucking person and I love this fucking person that I don't mind everything else. I don't mind her age. I don't mind her fucking like financial status. I don't mind what fucking other people fucking think about. I'm comfortable with this person and this is who I want to be with. Get me? So at this point, you're literally falling in love with her personality.
I have never been so proud and so happy to be with you. And tears are running down my face because actually this is something that's actually fucking valuable right now.
I'm just telling you, like at this point,
I'm so happy we can end this whole series right here. Like we're done.
At this point, you're like literally falling in love with the person who she truly is, right?
Yeah.
And that goes for the same thing as Gwen Stefani. Fuck the money, it's her, like that, straight up. But before we get more into that shit. Let's drop it here.
Okay.
This has been like one of the longest podcasts we've dropped, if not the longest podcast we dropped. So drop a like for that.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
Comment,
guys.
feedback. If you have more shit about shit you've seen on Instagram, let us know. Sorry we didn't have a stupid or smart idea in this. Or genius idea. Sorry about that. Wow, my own segment.
He's been drinking on the job.
Obviously
sorry it's not working, so we can't drink anymore.
Sorry we didn't have one. If you got bothered by that, go on the comments, drop your own stupid or genius idea. Once again, thank you. Carla, before we end this, plug us in like always.
As always, we want to hear from you guys. Feel free to weigh in on any of our topics today, so go ahead and comment down below, and while you're there, go ahead and press the like button and subscribe. You can follow us on social media on Instagram at no.lube.podcast or on Twitter at nolube_podcast.
And like always, this is Christian signing out. Carla,
see you guys next week.
Don't date a gold digger.